Welcome to SoulWhat, a SoulTopia production. Every Tuesday, Michelle and Roger Welch take a deep dive into the intriguing and proactive world of metaphysics, a world beyond our human perception. They'll talk to empaths, readers, and other guests from all walks of life to find out what's hiding under the surface, uncover the mysteries of our modern world, and reveal the answers you need to live a happy, healthier life. Now, here's your hosts, Michelle and Roger Welch.
Hi, how's everybody doing tonight on this beautiful Tuesday?
It's only beautiful because we had that massive storm coming through.
I'm telling you. I'm thinking everybody is going absolutely bonkers in this town. Is it just in Dallas? Is it just over here where we live? Check in.
She's
where
talking
we live,
because
people are going crazy driving.
It's the driving habits of people who have gotten a little bit worse over the last few years.
There's driving anarchy. I think that there are no rules apply.
I think people were kind of used to driving with nobody else on the street, and so they just drive.
They just drive. I almost got hit today, and I was like, coming out of my neighborhood, and I was like, okay, the light was green. Am I supposed to have an arrow? What did I do? Because then all of a sudden this car is literally, it's this old car, and these two kids are in it, and it's like the tread is like they throw on their brakes so hard that the tread stuff or whatever that's called, is it tread or threads?
Tire tread.
It's like spinning off their two front tires. It's just like, I mean, and everybody's just staring at me, and I'm thinking, did I run the light? And then it just happened again, didn't it?
Yeah, and then I had another one. I was on where it's like 3 lanes up here. There's a truck in the center lane. They stopped because they needed to get over, and because they were too late getting over to the turn, they just stopped in the middle lane, and there's cars coming around each side and cars lined up behind it. Can't get over it. Instead of just going on and doing a U-turn and coming back, he just stopped.
I watched somebody, I guess it had to have been last week when I was leaving the show last week. I go down Midway to 635 to go home, and at that intersection at Midway and 635, someone turned after our light to go green had changed, and they were just making a left turn to go like towards the hotel where we had tied, and hit not me, but obviously not me because I'm fine, but hit the car next to me.
Whoa.
And just, I mean, it was a small fender bender, but it was just one of those dumb accidents that should never have happened. They just turned and kept going and didn't even bother to stop.
Wow. It just seems like you really do have to drive defensively now. You really do, because I told Roger, I was just like looking around going, what did I do? Because clearly I must have run the light, because there's just no way these guys could have everyone was stopped, in the other direction. And over, like, is there some rule? I don't know. What did I do? And of course, I was completely innocent, and almost got. I think they would have been really hurt if they would have hit me, because it was such an old car.
Yeah.
And it would have been there was nobody in the passenger. But it's just nuts around. People are. I don't know. We need to talk to Monty Farber and say, like, what's going on with it's not Mercury retrograde. What's going on with the drivers?
I don't know what astrology things control drivers. I don't know what the
travel was Mercury retrograde. But I don't know. Call in Monty. Yep. Get him on here.
Yep.
Right now. What's going on, Monty? Why are people driving like they're crazy? Because seriously, I mean, I think they just think there's no rules.
Yeah.
All right. That's what's going on in Dallas. And then it rains. I feel like we're in Florida. It rains for about 30, 45 minutes, like thunderstorm.
That's what it did today, right? About 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it's beautiful.
It rained really hard. I was working, and I had 2 lightning strikes. It sounded like across the street. I could see them out my back door.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get something done before I came up here, and I said, no, I'm just going to shut everything off because I don't need whatever. Yeah. I'm in an old house, and I don't trust the wiring in there to stand up to anything. So I shut everything off, and I was like, I'm going to not put anything at risk. But it came down really hard, and then it was basically clear by the time I left my house.
Yeah, it reminds me of like we'd be at Disney. What is that one? Disney World. I remember growing up, and every day at a certain time it'd rain for like, and I'd be like, "Oh, the day's over," and they're like, "Nah, just give it a little time."
Yeah.
You'd all go and shop.
Like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, it'll rain
Yeah.
for half an hour, and then
and you go spend all your money shopping.
Yep.
You know, because you want to stay in the stores to be dry. So you'd be going getting your Mickey Mouse or whatever you're getting, and then you'd come out and it'd be like, "Okay, here we go again."
Yep.
Right?
That's right.
I think they arranged it that way.
20,
so
30
you
minutes
just
of
spend all
rain
your
in
money.
Florida, and that's it.
Yeah,
It's
so here we
ready
are
to
in
go.
Dallas, same thing. Because it did not used to do that here.
Yeah. No.
Well,
because I lived in South Mississippi for 3 years, and that's how it was when I got there. I mean, because I got there in the summertime, and basically the entire summer, between 3 and 4, it rained like massive thunderstorms like today's. It would do that for like 20 to 30 minutes, and that was it every single day. Yeah.
Wow.
So.
What are we doing tonight, Roger?
We're doing live readings tonight. I did post it. I'm watching here on the YouTube channel. So if you did happen to hop onto Facebook Live and see it, hop back off and hop back over to our YouTube channel, and it's Michelle SoulTopia over there. Get into the chat and comment you want a reading, ask your question, whatever. We have quite a few people already saying they want, reading and commenting back and forth. And
good. We love to read.
But also make sure you're following. Give us a like, thumbs up, lots of hearts, and show some love.
Lots of money.
Share with all your
I'm
friends.
kidding.
Share it with your friends. All you got to do.
Give us any money.
One cool thing is if you do give it a SoulTopia a follow on YouTube, it automatically pops up on your phone and lets you know whenever we're live on YouTube.
You don't have to set up the little bell?
No, well, that's part of it. You give it a follow with the little bell, and it'll actually let you know. It'll give you a little ding and let you know that SoulTopia is live, and that way you don't ever miss a show.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Because you never know what embarrassing things we talk about with Michelle.
No, well, that's true, but
she just posted it yesterday.
Have you ever shown that shirt over there?
Yes.
Speaking of embarrassing things?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think that's embarrassing at all.
Well, you wouldn't.
I think that's awesome.
I know. You would think
it was your daughter who gave it to me.
Well, yeah. And she has the best taste
of all time.
All right. Are we ready to read?
Oh.
Or do we have any other important?
What do you have?
Any news
what you got?
Besides the drivers have lost their minds? I have no AI news.
Nothing new in the AI world?
Nothing new there. I've been writing my book.
Should be done. Close.
I guess you could ask AI to write it.
I could.
Yeah.
Might be the better way to go right now.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh, y'all, did y'all hear that?
I'm telling you, you tell me I should just write a book. I think I'm going to get AI to write a book for me, and I'm going to stick my name on it and just see how many people like it.
They like you, no matter what you say.
How many words do I need? 50,000 words? I'm going to put in there.
To be about the size of these books,
50,000 words.
50,000 words. Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think I should write a book about?
Sasquatch.
Yeah. No.
Your love affair with the Sasquatch.
No.
That's not me.
We're going to put something else in there.
What?
I don't know. I'll come up with something really good. Unless
Okay.
somebody else comes up with a really good
ideas.
idea.
We had ideas yesterday for the name for the boat because we still haven't named her.
There was a whole list of them. Did you go through that list and find anything?
Yeah, there was one really good one. It was like,
Which way?
no.
That was the best one in there. That was the one I picked.
No.
I like that one. Like WITCH.
Yeah,
Yeah.
WITCH.
Yeah. I like that one.
I've ordered
who's the
some
witch?
SoulTopia signs. They're like 12-inch SoulTopia ovals,
Mm-hmm.
And they came in, and they have the printing process
It's
was
for your
not the
car mat.
best. I was gonna put one on the boat too, but
Yeah.
the printing process, they have little lines in them. So I don't know if it's something when I install it, they'll come out, or if they just did a bad job printing
you need
it.
your money back.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll have to do is actually just call them and tell them.
All right. Are we?
Your Adventures with Michelle.
That's a long name. Oh, that's the title, not the boat.
Title for the book.
The book?
My book. My Adventures
That would
with
be
Michelle.
a very
You know what
interesting book.
you know what the subtitle of that would be?
Oh, Lord.
OMG.
God help me. GHM.
OMG.
Somebody's calling our store.
If you're calling right now, hop off the phone and get over here.
If you're calling in to SoulTopia, go to Michelle SoulTopia on YouTube and write your question. They talk here all the time.
Yes. That's all right, though.
Yeah. First thing in the morning.
All right. So you want to do readings or what?
Yeah. I mean, that's
yeah,
what
we
we're
got a
here
bunch
to
of people
do.
asking.
Right. So, Kelly would love a general reading, please.
Okay. No. That's your answer.
Was that a general reading?
No, I'm serious. That's really what I got. But we'll see if the cards validate that big old no that I just got. And for the rest of you, if you want, like, if you have choices, like this or that, you don't have to write what it's about. Just put A or B and keep it straight in your mind. I love to do those kinds of readings. They're very effective. If you're trying to make a decision, yes or no. Just you can get I can get really specific. Cards are flying everywhere.
Oh, keep dropping cards over here.
Okay, so I'm reading with Chris Ann Donnelly's, a good friend of mine, and Roger's.
She's all right.
She's all right. She's great, actually. The Light Seers Tarot. Many of you know it. I've got the French version because I know absolutely zero
Why are
French.
you reading with the French version?
Because you know. And I have this in little tiles by Jamie Sawyer, but she is one of our keynote speakers for Newts in Portland. Isn't that cool?
Better hurry up and get your tickets for that.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. For Kelly, right?
Yes, this is for Kelly.
All right. Why don't you go first?
Well, all right. Let's see what I got. All right, so I'm reading with my Mystic Martian cards, Kelly.
He's feeling the same way.
And I got the Ouroboros, which is kind of the snake eating itself, right? Eating its tail. And even on here it says infinity, eternal, past life. What I like about this one, though, is actually this one has wings on the top. See? It has wings up there. Kind of cool. I like those wings. That's what jumps out. I mean, you see the snakes and stuff like that. But it not only does it have wings, it has two tails. And is only eating one tail. So this tells us that, you know, we think things are kind of circular. You know, things are always kind of coming around.
Did you say circular or cyclical?
Circular.
It's a new word.
It's a new word I was making up. See?
Well,
this freaking snake has two tails. So even if you think things are maybe jumping into just a repeat process, jump off that train and get onto the other track, because it's not always a repeat. So if you've got something and it seems like, oh, here we go again, don't do that. Don't fall into the trap. Jump over and go to different track, different outcome. See? Two tails.
It's kind of freaky looking.
Don't be talking bad about my cards.
That's that never-ending deck where we've never seen half those cards, Matt. I
don't know that I've seen that one.
I don't think I have. All right, so I drew two cards. I drew.
What? You did what?
I drew one of the SoulTopia cards, and it's
SoulTopia card.
hematite, which is actually pronounced like hematite or something like that.
Hematite. Hammer time.
Hematite, and it's kind of a thinker stone. It also draws things to you because it has a natural magnetic property to it. So it's a grounding stone. It's good for, actually really, I need this. It's good for working with numbers, you guys. So, but then out of Chris Ann's deck, I drew this is a powerful card. It's the King of Wands. And I've read, I think last time we were doing readings, I read with this card, the lion is standing behind this King of Wands. You want to show this? So the two cards together, what I get for you is the strength. For you to be strong. I do see that lion every time I see that card. Is that the king, did I say? Mm-hmm. So the King of Wands it's about fire, the element of fire. It's also about creativity. It's also about projects and mastery over those things. And I see that lion as protection for you. And I don't see this King of Wands as being a different figure in your life. It's representative of something going on with you. I do believe here's something that I'm getting for you just without the cards. I believe you see yourself differently than how you look now. And I'm not trying to be shallow, but so some people will lose a lot of weight or they'll gain weight. And they look in the mirror and they see themselves as they looked before. I think you're going to know what I'm talking about. You look in the mirror and you don't see how you really look. And you've grown I believe you have more people, I wanted to say suitors. Okay, that's an old word, but people interested in you. And I think you need to realize that this card of passion, the wands, it's fire, it's passion, is going to come more to you. And I would invite you to begin to see yourself as beautiful inside and out, as much as you really are.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool.
And I don't know where I got the no, but there was a no. If you had something with a question having nothing to do with that, I got a no. Okay?
Very strong, solid no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah. That was long.
That was Kelly. Now, next is Angie. I would love a general reading. Mm-hmm. That's for Angie. You want me to go or are you going?
You're going.
There we go. All right, Angie. I got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups there. All right. The thing about this guy, though, his cups are kind of, even though he has a fish in his cup, but it's kind of like his cups are overflowing almost, is what I get the gut feeling out of this, is he just feels like he's got anything. But if you look at his eyes, he's not looking at his cup. He's looking at what's next. Okay? So what I get from this Page of Cups is, for you anyway, is you're not focused on what's in front of you at the moment, but you're focusing and looking at what's coming up soon. Okay, maybe take a step back and let's focus a little bit more on what's at hand right now, what's in front of you right this moment versus what's happening in the next couple of days, next week, next month. Let's focus on today and what's in front of us today, and let's manage what we can do with that today. Next.
Okay, so it's Angela?
Yes, Angie.
Angie. Not a doctor, disclaimer, but I get something with your eyes. I feel like it's time for you to go get an eye examination. Not sure why. So that's part of it.
I got to do that too.
Yeah. So it's not a bad practice for everybody, right? Once a year. But I would be interested to know if you've been having headaches. I feel like your crown chakra is opening more, and sometimes people will get headaches with that. So I would suggest using, honestly, just like some selenite or something. Just selenite opens up, but I drew a card, and it's opalite. And opalite is it's a man-made glass. Nicholas Pearson talked about it when he was on. But it's one of the most popular, quote-unquote, crystals. And opalite is beautiful. And when you put it against a certain color, it'll look yellow in the background instead of blue. And the other card I got is the sun. And the sun is literally just beaming light down into your crown chakra. And also, though, I just immediately felt something with your eyes. And so headaches maybe, kind of feels like ice pick headaches, if not, but something with your eyes. And I would use opalite to sort of ward off whatever's going on with that. Personally, I would get a little piece and tape it to your third eye. That's what I got.
Got it.
But definitely get your eyes checked. I don't think there's anything to be worried about, but if you're not having headaches yet, you may start getting
just time rolling around to get it done.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay, so that was Angie. Next is Monica, and Monica just said, I would like one, please, and a purple heart.
Okay.
She just wants a general reading, looks like.
Okay.
All right. So, Monica, I've got the fire element, okay? The words on here, this fire element card is warrior, passion, fearless. But you can kind of see her. Of course, the triangle is the fire element symbol, but then she's laying here in the flames, but the flames are like burning off of her. It's like she's red hot, fired up. But it's not bothering her. The fire is not bothering her. So the things around her that should normally make you hot, kind of get you going, maybe even a little more upset, let those things just fade away. Don't let it get to you, because you notice she's just like calm, just chilled, laid back. And that's what you need to be focusing on right now. Instead of letting things get to you, especially the little things that would be really super easy to let get to you, let it just go on. Let it roll off your back. Don't worry about it, and move on to the next thing. Your turn.
Okay. So, Monica, I got the Magician for you from Chris Ann's deck, and I'm going to have Roger hold it up. But what I get for you is totally about using your the Reiki energy in your hands and the energy to move your hands, to move energy, and to almost like the Magi. You don't need, I know you work with herbs and things like that. I believe it's that Monica, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to, whichever Monica, you probably work with herbs or some other tools. I'm going to ask you for a while to just use your hands to move energy. You don't really need to be using anything else right now. Just move your hands. If you want to like calm something down, maybe go counterclockwise with your hands. If you want to speed something up, go clockwise, and just use your hands as a high priest or magi would do. And just basically you're using your mind to move energy. You don't need any other tools right now.
Awesome.
In fact, they'll distract you. I'd say for at least a month. Just use, you don't need, I know it's fun to use all the other stuff, but you don't need to be using it. You can, you just don't need to. Okay?
Yep. Carla would love a reading.
Okay. Is that Carla?
It's Carla.
It's Carla. Hi, Carla.
She actually had some clarification down here. I don't know if she added on. I think I'd like to know what you see regarding my living situation. We'll have to make a change in the next 6 months, but no idea what that looks like. And also even further down said you can make mine A, B, or C if you want, but those are
Okay.
She's got A, B, C.
Okay.
living situation.
A, then Carla, get it in your mind, please. I think you know how I read. I know you know how I read, but get in the A in your mind, the B in your mind, and the C in your mind. Make sure you have them in your mind. Don't tell me, obviously, and don't change it. Okay, so here's the A for you. The A would look really positive. That's a big possibility. It's the World card. She looks like she's jumping in I can't get it close enough. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Matt. Or Howard. So that the A choice sounds good. And that would be a yes, too. Like if you're asking, is that a possibility? That is a possibility, and it'd be a good possibility. I'd say B, not so much. A looks better if you really want to choose. C's good, but you're going to... It's a karma card. It's the judgment card. And I want you to show this, Roger, the card. So I'm going to go with A. And I'm not going to get into all the reasons I don't go with C. But we'll talk later. Okay.
Well, I pulled a ABC for you too, Carla, and I would agree with all that. I think C, though, would be the only thing about that. It's going to take a lot more effort and work on your part than what you think it might be. It might seem like it's a really good choice, too, but it's going to take a lot of effort on your part to actually make C doable for you. So I'd probably pass on that one, too.
I feel like you're going to want to escape. It's almost like she's pulling out of her body and C. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
You. Okay, let me go back to the top because I scrolled down a second. Dallas drivers are crazy. Yes, they are. Carla. Okay, Lacey.
Okay.
I would like a reading. What is blocking me from tapping into feminine energy?
Into what?
Feminine
Okay.
energy. I seem to have a lost connection and some compassion.
Okay, I'll go. It feels, the card validated this for me. It feels like it's your thoughts. It's the way you're thinking, the way you're communicating. So it's almost your self-talk. That's not to blame you and say you're doing something wrong. It's just the way, it's the King of Swords. And there's an owl here, there's a raven, there's a bat, a lot of discernment, wisdom, magic. But the King of Swords knows how to communicate, but is very much in their head and very much in their intelligence and in their left brain. And I think if you can try to tap more into that right brain, that would help. I don't like the word block. I think maybe it's just for time. It's just not balanced between the two, potentially. To get it more balanced, I got nephrite jade, so it's just a type of jade. And what it will help you do in this specific instance is, I think, some lucid dreaming. When you're actually a part of the dream, that's when it's lucid. You actually are in the dream. Set your intention before you go to sleep that you're in the dream and working on that, whatever that dream turns out to be. And you're going to learn to lucid dream while also getting that more in balance. But it's the air element that's going on. And you can balance it if that's something you choose to do. But there's something that you think about, and it's the reason it's that way.
Okay. So, new card for you. I got out of the Mystic Martian card is actually the Kabbalah Tree of Life. So you haven't seen that one either, have you?
I think we have.
Integration, life lessons, and emanation. So what I get, though, out of this, because if you think about it, is for you to get back with this connection is actually getting back to basics. Okay? It's really getting back to the basics, doing the groundwork for the meditations, getting, just really more connected into Mother Earth also. And I think getting to those basics of life will get you back into that state that you're really looking for.
In that song, like, get back to the basics of life.
What?
It's a song.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's not the
Are you
title.
talking about Lukenbach?
Lukenbach.
Yeah.
The song, yeah.
Yeah, there's a line in there.
I'm going to do the rest of my readings with song lyrics.
Yeah.
I know a reader.
Waylon
That's how they
Jennings
read.
lyrics.
No, that's how they read.
The rest of your readings
everything she
tonight.
says is a song.
Who wants the next reading? Guess what your reading
You want
might
to
end up
challenge
being?
us? Okay, so for every reading, we have to do.
A song lyric in the
Is
reading?
it a lyric or a song? I won't remember the name. So, and I'm not singing it.
Oh, well,
And
you gotta
Oh,
sing
well,
I knew it was. I was just messing
no,
with that.
no, please. Get ready with that microphone to turn it off. I'm not kidding, actually. I'm being very serious about your mic on the singing.
I'm not singing. Who said I'm
I
singing?
thought you said you were.
That's not what I said.
Oh, well, obviously,
make sure you
I
hit
can't
that
hear.
other mic turned
Turn
off.
this one up.
Maybe you had headphones on.
All right, here we go. So, songs speak to us.
All right, so that
what's the
was
question? That was Lacey.
Lacey Clay. General reading for Clay.
Okay, Clay, get ready. You're getting a song. Clay will
More
be fine
than
with
they
that.
bargained for.
All right, so, well, this fits. So, celebrate good times tonight. Celebrate. No, it's the Four of Wands, and they have a tambourine, and they're actually dancing, and I do feel like you're going to be celebrating and having a good time. Would you show that card? Because take a close
it right
look
there.
at that card. I think it's some decisions that y'all have made and that you have made that is, you actually are going to be celebrating. I came up with a song. And who wrote that song? Cool in the Gang?
Cool in the Gang.
Answer. All right, go.
Answered your
Turned
own
into a quiz
question.
show.
So you asked a question and answered your own question?
I did, because I knew the answer. Who wrote the song? Cool in the Gang?
That's performed, actually. Lionel Richie.
Cool in the Gang.
Lionel Richie wrote it. So check this out, though. Ready?
Yeah.
This is the Galactic Federation card. Whoops. Galactic Federation.
Oh,
But look, it's like a big group of people.
Guardians
Just kind of jumps back into what you said about, about your celebration. But it also is not only a celebration, but also you collaborating with other people. And so it's actually kind of a twofold. It's actually it seems like it's actually something working together to build a better, stronger community and strengthen people around you.
What's the song?
You said celebration.
No, you have to come up with your own.
Yeah, that's Cool in the Gang right there.
That's Cool in the Gang.
Yeah.
Celebration? Oh, it's a different song? I said that, though, earlier. Maybe like copying. I'm dropping cards. All right. Who's next?
Very good cards over there. Okay. That was Clay.
I see Sherry next.
Sherry?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I saw that on there, too, I think.
And if anybody else wants a reading, be sure to comment on the YouTube channel. We're live over there right now. Get in the comment sections. Leave your question.
Oh, Sherry.
We'll have some time, I think, to get a couple more at the end. So
I was singing background music while he was...
Sherry. That one?
Sherry.
Oh, Sherry.
Well, that's not how I sing.
Yeah.
All right. Are you going first?
No, but I can. All right. Does she have a question on there too?
No, it just says I'd like a reading.
I really cannot shuffle cards tonight.
What's up over there?
I don't know what's going on. But
Do we need to take you back to first grade
I
on
wouldn't get a
card
job at
shuffling?
SoulTopia because I'd be like, who is this person? She never know how to shuffle.
That's one thing. If you come in an interview, you've got to shuffle cards.
Well, when they go flying everywhere, it gets on my nerves. All right.
Arcturians is the card. Okay. There you go, Sherry. Of course, it says feeling safe, wisdom keepers, concern. And this one here, what I always like about this one, even though this person is inside the house, but you can see they also have their kind of protection bubble going around. So even though they're in a what they would consider a safe space, they're not always feeling 100% safe. So they still use their energy to just continue to protect themselves. So I think even with you, a lot of times you do have a tendency of, even where you should be like in a safe space, of still throwing that energy in there of protection for yourself. Nothing wrong with that. If that makes you feel good, keep doing it. But at some point, you need to start kind of getting yourself into a where you do feel comfortable, even in your safe place, to keep moving forward.
So mine's kind of that. This is Chris Ann's 10 of Swords. And I love it. It's one of my favorite 10 of Swords. She has basically her back turned, and she's just like, I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm walking away from those swords that are usually in the back of someone, which is the 10 of Swords typically, and they're down on the ground. And this is someone who's like, I've been through the roughest parts of things I can go through, but I'm okay. The swords have not run me, 2, 4, 6, 8, and there's 10 probably ravens up above her. So I can't remember what Roger said, but there was something I think about just, I'm going to say walking away from it. So you're okay. Just turn your back and put it behind you as best possible. You're going to have to do some journaling about some things. There's just something, and it's trauma, and it's deep trauma, but it's time to walk towards a better day. Okay, this card has a lot of story behind it, and the way Chris Ann drew it, and it's one of my favorite cards of all time. This card, song, A Walk Away. That has to be a song.
Walk the Line.
I can't stand. Is that all? That Johnny Cash?
What is wrong with you?
I can't stand his music.
Oh my God! Obviously, you need to watch the movie again.
But I didn't say Walk the Line. I said
I
walk
think no.
away.
I got it better than what's Dewey Cox one.
Oh yeah.
What was the song he did though? It wasn't Walk the Line. It was something else.
I cannot remember the name of it. It's
Look
been
that
too
up,
long
Matt.
since
We need to play that for
Yeah.
everybody.
I said
Dewey
something
Cox.
about walk
Let's-
away.
let's watch that movie tonight.
Walk Hard?
Walk Hard, yeah.
Yeah, Walk Hard.
Walk Hard.
Okay. Am I okay?
That was a song you were thinking?
No, I'm thinking about a song that has something to do about walking away, and it's bugging me because clearly there's a million songs about that.
These boots are made for walking?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Which version? Jessica Simpson version?
I know who you want it.
Angie says Walk This Way.
Walk This Way. There you go.
Aerosmith.
Run
There
DMC.
you go.
Wait, Run DMC or?
Oh, it could be both.
It could be both.
Yeah.
But on the other one, Roger would choose the Jessica Simpson version of These Boots Are Made for Walking, and I would choose the Nancy Sinatra version. But
I think I'm with Roger on that one.
But Jessica does look quite amazing when she sings These Boots Are Made for Walking, but she can't sing. Okay, sorry, Jessica, that's just the truth. But you are a multimillionaire because of your clothing and shoe line and all that. So there,
With those
the
boots
joke's on
walking.
me.
With the boots of walking.
Yeah, well, she looked good. She did.
All right.
She still does.
That was Sherry, right?
That was Sherry.
And then I've got Jennifer. I would like a reading, please.
Yep.
Okay. Y'all can play along with the songs. And I'm still serious about my readings, but I do have a friend. That's all she reads. She'll have a movie or song on for everybody. And she's like, the song that's coming, I haven't seen her. She's really not a friend, to be honest. To be honest, I really don't even
glad
like
you're
her.
being honest for
Boy, this story is changing. And by the
I
second,
don't like her. But I mean, normally I don't say that. So, I haven't seen her in forever.
You don't like her?
No, I don't like her. And I didn't like that's all she ever did. It's like, okay,
Hope she's
what?
not watching our show tonight.
I don't care. I don't care. Okay.
It's the truth era of the podcast.
I will run that light next time. Okay. All right.
What you got?
Who are we reading for?
Jennifer.
Okay. I got nothing yet. Can you go?
Okay. I got is crop circles. So this card's called crop circles.
That's like a baseball field.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It says messages, curiosity, and signs. What what I like about it though? This one is that movie. Throw the movie in there, right?
There you go.
Signs,
Yeah.
the one with Mel Gibson, is always be paying attention though for the little things in life that actually mean big things. Because even in that movie, that movie's been around for a while, so I'll say, because there's little things like the little girl would always, and the ex-wife who died, or not the ex-wife, but the wife who died they thought she was kind of going crazy a little bit, and she was like, swing for it. Then the little girl would set glasses of water all over the house, and what killed the aliens or what hurt them was the water. And so the brother, who was also in which movie?
I have no idea.
The Johnny Cash story.
So it all comes around.
Well,
he was a baseball player, and he swung. They said swing hard, and he did. He break those
Swing
glasses.
hard.
That water would go everywhere. But that was little signs that they had to connect the dots. So that's what I'm telling you is connect the dots. Watch for those little signs to connect the dots for messages coming across.
Okay. So, would you show this card? So, this is the death and rebirth card. And what I go to, if you see, would you hold it up still? Thank you so much. Do you see the beautiful inside the head covering, the beautiful sunlight, moonlight, whatever it is, the light? That's what I see. So I see it is time to put something to rest. Again, just a transition or transmute that, whatever it is. And you're going to put it to rest, and you're going to just be have a much better outlook on life. It's like it's going to go from like that pessimistic outlook to a more optimistic outlook. It seems pretty pessimistic, sorry, right now, but things just seem like they're maybe not going as much your way. So I'd say, you need to transmute it. That's the magic of connection. I did a thing on that today on my Instagram to remind us how we can transmute. But the crystal I got is amber light. So amberlite is because amber and copal are very, very, very old. So most of the crystals you buy, if they're under a certain amount, are going to be amber light. Okay, so it's a representation. It's not just as old. Okay, so what I'm getting with that, it also can help you to absorb those negative energies. So any of the thoughts that are coming in that maybe are more of a downer, or like that, the little things that tell you, oh, you're not good enough or you can't do that. I feel like you could use amberlite. It's in a lot of our bracelets because amber, of course, is not $24.95. So in that price range. So you could use the amberlite to help you just put it in your pocket, put it in your purse, put it under your pillow to help you see through that you're going to get through this tough time and things are you're going to transition into a much better time. Amberlite would be great for that. Unless you want to buy a real piece of amber or copal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's talk about, we'll give some more people talk about our products of the week.
Now? Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it. Want to do it?
Okay, so.
That smells good. Just so you know.
You have pictures too, Matt, right?
I do.
All right, so our products of the week, guys. Y'all know about this if you've been watching. So this first one is a incense. This is Satya Pyramids as the scent.
It smells good.
It smells really good. It actually has kind of a little bit of a light floral smell to that, I think. That's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it does.
It smells good.
But it smells really good. It's not a heavy scent either where it's like overly strong or anything like that. So the cool thing about if you come in this week and buy a box of this, you get a second box of equal to or lesser value for free.
Right. And this is $2.95.
$2.95, that's right. The crystal of the week, which that was also in that picture there, but this is
Green moss agate.
Green moss agate. What can you tell us about green moss agate?
Okay, so agates are typically nurturing and protective, and jaspers are agates are protective and jaspers are nurturing. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. And so right away, you know that it's an agates or one of the oldest known protection stones. When you put green moss and put that with it, I always think of it's not really your heart chakra. I go to outside more. I go to nature. If you have plants, putting a green moss agate down in one of your plants actually will help the plant grow. It may be intention, but so are all the crystals in a way. So, and green moss agate can help you connect with nature if you're not able to get outside and you need that nature feel. It's good for a lot of other things, but that's what came to mind.
And the one thing about green moss and tree moss, anyway, green moss, tree moss, they're not like your traditional agates where they have bands in it. The colors come from actual impurities that get into the quartz at the time. Now, these are also buy one, get one free on the green moss agate. Buy one, get one free. And then we have got is our bracelet of the week. This little beauty right here.
It's Haniel.
Haniel, Archangel Haniel. And it's Glory of God. Helps with clairvoyance and women's physical and emotional issues. And this one has actual moonstone and hematite. So the center stone is hematite. Has a couple little, they're like little brass spacers on each side. Then it's rainbow moonstone the rest of the way around.
So that's the middle, the hematite, and the little brass things in the middle are on every angel bracelet. Haniel, as whoever asked earlier about the feminine, wasn't that one of the readings?
It was.
I would get this Haniel Archangel bracelet. The names of the archangels that we have represent the characteristics of God. So that one you said is what?
This one is Glory of God.
So it's the glory of God. So the characteristics of God are represented by the archangels. And Haniel is very much, if you want to connect to the receptive energy, things like that. And moonstone is one of the nicest crystals on the bracelet. So you're getting
Definitely.
a $24.95 bracelet and getting a deal, whatever he said the deal
then
is.
and then
Some
this
beautiful
is
moonstone.
Yeah, and this will be in the bracelet of the week. They are actually 20% off on this bracelet itself. Okay, so this bracelet, the Haniel bracelet, you get 20% off if you come in and order one today.
So if you're wanting to increase your clairvoyance or anything like that too. So, it doesn't just have to be about feminine issues.
That's right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And then
it's one of my favorite bracelets. It's really pretty.
We're giving a giveaway tonight?
Yeah.
What are we doing? What's your question? You got a question? You're looking for that crystal?
Who can I not stand? The singer that we were talking about.
There's a couple of those.
Well, the one I said.
All right.
Not the person. I didn't give their name, but the person that I don't know. That I don't like that singer.
Actually, he was always nice to me when I was hanging out over there.
Well, good for you, but
I didn't live that far
Angie's
from.
got it.
Yeah, Angie wins.
Who was it? Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash.
Why?
So, Angie, get a bracelet. Make sure.
I don't get it.
What do you mean, why?
I don't understand why he was such a big deal.
I'm
being very honest.
I mean, we can't help it that you sit around and listen to Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I did take that as my Christmas album to my first grade class. You were allowed to, it was albums, and you were allowed to bring an album. And so I took are they called?
Albums?
The Chipmunks.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Alvin and the Chipmunks. The teacher said I'd take it home. Well, my dad went up there and took care of that because he liked Alvin and the Chipmunks. He's like, no, this is her record.
What do you mean they told you to take it home?
They didn't. That teacher.
She didn't like it?
She didn't like that I was bringing Alvin and the Chipmunks, and like all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth, and so she was like, you have to bring it home, and I went home crying to my dad. I said, they won't let me have my Alvin and the Chipmunks. And he marched right up to that school. I think it's one of the 2 times my parents ever even went up to my school. The other time was in 4th grade when they insisted on calling me Sandy, because that's my first name. And my dad marched up to the school and said, her name's Michelle. You're not calling her Sandy, but that's her first name. Well, she goes by Michelle. Other than that, I don't think they went to PTA. I don't think they did anything.
But those 2 issues.
The Chipmunks... that was worth a battle.
We used to get to take.
He would like.
Let's
fight over the Chipmunks.
Was that the only album you took to school?
Well, yeah. I mean, you were allowed to bring 1 Christmas album.
Oh, we used to do it all the time. We get like the little singles. I would only take 1 of 3. I'd either take. You're gonna
Johnny
love this.
Cash.
Nope, Waylon Jennings.
There you go.
Okay, well that was okay.
But wait, it was Dukes of Hazzard theme.
Okay,
right.
That's good.
Wait, number 2. There was a song. It's called "The Haunted House." And the guy is Gene Simmons. I remember because Kiss, but it's a different Gene Simmons.
It's not Gene Simmons.
Not Gene Simmons.
I've heard this one.
It's called The Haunted House, okay. Gene Simmons. And the 3rd one I used to take, Double Dutch Bus.
There you go.
I'm going to guarantee Michelle's not heard any of the 3 except for the Dukes of Hazzard theme.
She probably doesn't like it.
Did we say... No, I wasn't even listening.
See, she's still digging in these cards for
What did we say that was? Green moss?
Yeah.
I got tree moss.
You probably didn't have a card for it.
I probably just lost it.
I do have Leslie here who says, if you've got time, what's the probability of a major life change for me before the end of the year?
Okay.
We do have a couple more questions here.
All right, we'll go for it. Leslie, probability of a
Angie
major...
says she loves Johnny Cash and bracelets.
There you go, see?
Yeah, just trying to side with Roger.
Hey, you know what, Michelle?
and a lot of other people.
You can either be...
I'm used to it. Everybody sides with Roger.
Listen, you can either be correct or not side with me. Get that?
I do.
Either be correct or
don't
don't side with me.
I got it. Okay. The possibility of a major life change.
Yes.
As long as it's positive, because I have the sun card, I would say yes. It's going to be in a positive way, a major positive life change. Yes.
And I got the 3rd eye card here. It says 3rd eye. It says visions, manifesting, meditation. But I get out of this is if this is what you're wanting, you better make sure how you really want it. That's how you see it. Because if you're wanting this to happen and you're manifesting it to happen, you better make sure you have it very clear on how, because you don't want any of those little trip ups happening in there where you want it to happen and it starts happening and then, oh, wait just a minute. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I meant. Make sure you're very clear on how you want this life change to be. How's that?
Perfect.
Yes. All right. Who's next?
So for our last one, I've got Shannon, who asks or says, I could really use some advice on what to do about me and my son. So reading on that.
You go first.
All right. It's Shannon, right? Pentagram. Okay. Pentagram, which is harmony, protection, idealism. And what I get with this, and even what it says, and I like, is the circle that goes around the pentagram on this image, and even the spider webbing that goes around it. Okay. It's like more, I think it's for you and your son is protection of things, right? It's actually, that's kind of where you need to sit back a little bit and is focus on protecting your energy and his energy and just the kind of the bubble around you two, and make sure that what y'all are going through and the things that are happening in life right now is not draining your energy or his energy. Okay. So really take time to ground, take time to clear, take time to protect, and take time to renew yourselves, your energy, and that way you keep moving forward with it.
Who am I reading for?
Shannon.
Okay, Shannon, what I'm getting is that, and it feels as if, and you're not with me to now for me to know, like sitting with me for you to answer these questions, but I'm just going to go with it, and it'll resonate or it won't. It feels as though he's not with you all the time. Now, I take that, and here we go. I take that as you don't have him all the time, like he goes maybe and has custody somewhere else. If it's not that, it feels like he's just not with you all the time, like you long for him, okay? So I don't know if you can validate that one way or the other, but I feel like you need to find a way to have him with you more. So whatever that is, if he's like, if it's a custody situation or it's just for some reason he just doesn't seem close to you, and I think that's what the question's about, is how to... and it's kind of all over the place because I'm getting a lot of information because there's this longing for you to have that closeness back. But he may be older that the custody doesn't even matter, but something affected the relationship that has something to do with another person involved. And whether it was a partner of yours or something like that. And I also get, and again, I hate to end on this, but it feels like, I'd like to know how old he is, but it's you or him. I would make sure you go to the doctor because one of you, I feel like there's something that needs to be tested regarding, like, it feels like what Roger has. The energy feels very much like a diabetic type thing. And again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm just saying go to the doctor. And it seems to affect the mood of one of you, the food or lack thereof, or when you're eating. Yeah. So
he's young, 7 months old.
He's 7 months old. Does she have custody full time?
She just said he's 7 months old.
So, yeah, that's what I get. So he seems distant from you for some reason, and I got sad immediately. I think just you're doing everything you should do, but there's something with food. Is that you or him? And you're going to need to figure that out. Okay.
Very good. Very good. Is that it?
We have. Oh, I should probably turn my mic on. We are up against time, but we did have Antonio check in at the last minute here and says, "Am I too late for a reading?" No, Antonio. We'll do one more.
One more.
Just a general.
All right. Sounds good. You want to go ahead?
Sure. So, hi, Antonio. Thank you for letting us read for you. And what I get is a bond that you have with someone. It's a very, very strong bond. It does not feel like a bond necessarily that's leading to a partnership of love bond. It feels like a a soulmate as far as love, a friendship, of companionship. This could even be an animal companion. It's that much of just like loyalty and love to one another. So it's an animal companion or just a very, very, very dear friend that you have. And I want to say to you that that's going to be a lifelong or for a very long friendship. And so make sure that you're cultivating that and that you don't doubt it. I want to tell you that obviously if it's an animal companion, it's not a partnership, love relationship in that regard. But if it's a human, I want you to know that it's probably not that. It's more that lifelong friendship that you're going to have with this person.
Cool deal, cool deal. All right. I got is Syrian's bee, which is kind of a water creature there, see? And what it says, Syrian's bee, responsibilities, lessons growing up. And what I get actually even from that and the kind of the vibe is things are changing for you right now. And so those things right there, responsibilities, lessons growing up, those are major for you right now because you've got a lot of things changing going on that you're going to have to be more responsible. You're going to have to learn a little bit more, and you got a little growing up to do. And it's really all falls back into the responsibility side of things. Okay, you got some things that are changing, and now's the time for you to take that next step and just being more responsible overall.
Okay.
There you go. Got it. Done.
I can't think of a song for that one because that was really, unless it's like Preacher Man, because you're preaching.
Preacher. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. All right, so tell us what's coming up. And I will say, I'm excited for next week's show. We have it. Our topic is about healings and energy work and why you need them, how they work, do they work remotely? Because I feel like a lot of us have been getting a lot of readings. And really, after the pandemic and stuff, I feel like we've really kind of neglected, or at least I know I have. I've seen maybe a lot of people in our stores that used to get healings. Maybe that's where we need to get back to that, because a lot of us maybe need to have some stuff cleared out and worked on our chakras balance. So that's what we're talking about next week. It's all about like, why do we need them? Do they help? Can we do them long distance? All that kind of thing. Okay? Mm-hmm. Roger, what else do we have coming up?
This Sunday is actually SoulTopia Sensation Psychic Fair. Wow, first Sunday's already. Yeah,
it's
good. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, we've been busy. We've been so busy. May was so busy for us. It just click, click, click. So this Sunday we have our Sensation Psychic Fair. So I will tell you guys, sign up early. This will be available tomorrow to start signing up. We had to move a few things around, so tomorrow everything will go live in the morning. I'll work on it tonight. It'll probably live around midnight tonight, actually. But we'll send out. Photos? I'm going to do aura photos in the Carrollton location. Now I did that last minute at 2 weeks ago. And so I was pretty busy because I decided last minute to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and announce that I'm doing aura photos this Sunday. And so I expect to be really busy though.
Yeah. So how much are the aura photos?
Aura photos are $35.
It's good.
Everything else is $25. You know, everything's 20-minute sessions, whether it's readings or healings. All are $25. Like I said, aura photos are $35. We do have a reader and healer at both the Frisco and the Bishop Arts location, and then we have 4 readers and a healer and an aura photographer at the Carrollton location.
I would highly encourage everyone to sign up for energy work, or
yes,
we call them healers, but
yep,
I think
it'll
that's
be good.
Something I've really been thinking a lot about. Yeah.
And this is a great time.
We also have a Strawberry Moon coming up. Is that a full moon ceremony with Kathy? And I believe that's this Saturday. Here, is it Carrollton or Bishop Arts?
I think it's here.
It's the Strawberry Moon, and so and that's only, I think, like $8 or $10. So right?
Something like that.
So I would highly encourage you to come to that.
Definitely
too.
so.
Kathy's one of our most popular readers. So, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So that's it for tonight. Make sure you guys follow, like, share, and give us a thumbs up. I gave us a thumbs up even, and I'm sitting over here watching it and giving y'all readings. I even gave us a thumbs up. So make sure you do that and give us a follow. And join in next week as we talk about energy healings, right?
Right.
All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great night and have a safe week. And see you guys later.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks for listening to SoulWhat, a SoulTopia production. If you're intrigued, searching, or looking to schedule a reading of your very own, visit us in sunny Dallas, Texas, or visit us online at facebook.com/SoulTopia Holistic Boutique. And if you like what you heard, subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcasting platform to be the first to hear new episodes every Tuesday at 7:30 Central.